Alright, I'm going to show you the issue I'm having with templates inside of Articulate Storyline. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on New Project here. Go into that project, right click on New Slide. Now this happens with all of our templates that we're creating, and these templates were built in Storyline and saved as a story template. And when I clicked on it, imported it, they're now stored in my templates area here. I'm going to select the shootout game first of all. And typically this will happen, the issue will happen after the third game or when the third game is inserted. Sometimes it'll happen on the second game when the second game is inserted, but for the most part it'll happen when the third game is inserted inside of a course. So you can see once I've inserted the first game, all the variables necessary to run this game are on there, or inside of the course here. Now I've included these variables and what there should be in screenshots for each of them, for the three different interactions that I'll be uploading. So you got the scientist, you got the shootout one, and then the marathon game. All the different variables that are necessary that if imported as a standalone inside of a course, all of those variables get inserted inside of there. Now let's go ahead and add a new slide. So I'm going to go down to marathon. I'm going to import it. Okay, now if I go into the variables section, you'll notice that all the marathon ones, the variables that are in here, either starting with marathon or Z marathon, have been entered in there. But now if I go into scientist, and click import, and go into the variable section, you'll notice as you come through these that there's only one scientist variable. And this always happens on the third game, no matter what the game is. There are only one variable from that game actually gets entered in. And so if I was to go ahead and start a new interaction or a new course, and I was to start out with the scientist being the first game, and go into the variables section, you'll notice that this time all the variables for the scientist game have been transferred in. Let's go ahead and add another game, and I'll show you on the third one. So I'm going to add the marathon. Go into the variable section. Looks like all the marathon ones have been entered in just fine. So now let's go ahead and add the shootout one. So the same three interactions, just in a different order. And now if I go into the variables, you can see only one shootout variable has actually gotten entered in. All the rest of them, the scientist and marathon ones, are there just fine. So the issue with this is our customers can only use 1 or 2 games within their courses. If they try to insert beyond that, then it's not going to work. And when they try to preview the third game, the first 2 games when they preview it are just fine, but when they try to preview the third game, it's not going to work properly because all the variables are not inside of Storyline. So I'll show you that once this previews here. So you can see up here the question counter and then also the game points are not working. And then any other variables to make it stop after the question 2 or question 3 are not working as well. But that's the issue that we're having.